Hello, everybody. I'm back and I have a lot to talk about. First, I want to give a shout out to some of my subs, the people that I sub to. I left a few people out yesterday that are extremely significant in my growth. Marfugal News. Um, this is Marfugal right here. He talks about everything. He talks about everything. Right now, they're talking about Trump. This is an older video. This is like maybe 5 days ago. But Marfugal News, you might want to subscribe to him and keep up to date with things that are not being discussed on mainstream media and never will be. Spiritual Soul, that's S-O, Spiritual S-O, Spiritual Soul, and Dolo the Pilot Man. Those are young cats, and they talk a lot about school, astronomy, and different things. Sky Media Watch, also awesome. And Zohar Stargate Ancient Discoveries. I think they've partnered with Gaia, but they've changed their name to DTTV Archaeology. So it's really good. Eric, really goes into a lot of detail. So anyway, I wanted to shout those people out. Oh, my bad. And Cosmo Sapiens. That's a new person that I've subbed to. And they deal with a lot of sky and cataclysmic stuff. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, aliens, witches, everybody, because first of all, I'm not a racist. I think it's stupid to go by skin color. Race is, I think, a classification. First of all, let me just say this. I don't know shit. The more I learn, the less I know. So I really don't know shit. People have seen me grow on social media, not talking, this is new, but just my posts. I've come a long way. My whole belief system has changed. But I can't call it. I can't say I've come a long way. I really don't know anything. All I'm saying is a person to say, well, where are we at? Earth. That's the first word that's going to come out of somebody's mouth is earth. But do you know what earth means? Have you done etymology on it? What god is it named after, bitch? And anyway, I don't want to start getting mad. But it's a lot of things to talk about. The mother of matter, y'all want to talk about Sophia and how she created Yaldabaoth, the archons and all the demons that made the human body. Yeah, we're trapped in these meat sacks in a counterfeit star system. This place wants to be a star so bad. Quote unquote, Earth wants to be a star so bad, but it can't because it's full of darkness and it trapped some of the original frequency and light and thought it could do a reincarnation process to keep it going to try to be a fake star, and it cannot be a star. This place is not a star. It's not a star system. They want it to be so bad. Which I want to talk about the grand solar event that's coming up, the grand solar minimum. Is your pastor telling you about this? Y'all want to talk about the stars, the cosmos, the sun simulator, or the sun, the big camera, whatever it is out there, whatever that thing is. Sometimes people see too. Y'all want to talk about the fake moon, the moon that the Anunnaki put here, or somebody put it here, right? Because the moon hasn't always been here. There's several books on the world before the moon. Watch Pluto Nash on Netflix. Tubi TV. Which I want to talk about the constellations. I've never seen a constellation. I don't know how astronomers and people who go by zodiacs, I don't understand how they operate. Have you been to the constellations, nigga? Don't you know it's a deception for everything? Don't you know supposedly the Egyptians copied the vibrations and the frequencies of the constellations, the moon, the sun, and the stars, and brought it down and created simulations, other worlds? Y'all want to talk about clones, surrogates, the cloning centers? It was even on the Matrix how humans are grown. They're not born anymore. We talk about that. How I actually think that this place, Maya, Gaia, Mars, Earth, whatever you call this place, is full of surrogates, clones, and artificial life forms that are walking around looking like this, but that's not. Even children. I don't care if it is a 10-year-old. I don't give a fuck. Because an 8,000-year-old motherfucker could be living in a 10-year-old body, nigga. So children, do not get me sympathetic about nothing. I haven't seen it in person. I've seen everything that I'm talking about. I haven't seen in person yet. That's what I'm waiting for. And I'm going to get into that. Y'all want to talk about dreams, the movie Inception. I would love to set up a heist and go do some shit, go in other people's dreams and do some shit, because it's all about memory, ideas, consciousness, and all of that. That's another thing we're going to talk about. Quantum supremacy and algorithms. Let's talk about Antarctica. Y'all want to talk about the fake 200, 300 foot wall that's supposed to be holding everything together on a globe type shit? Admiral Byrd, Operation Paperclip, high jump. We could talk about all of that. NASA. And Stanley Kubrick. We could talk about space is fake, or Donald Trump and his Space Force. They think World War III is going to be in Gog and Magog. Where the fuck is that at? It's space. It's in space now. We could talk about black holes and all the stuff that they say that's in space. And we can even talk about how I came to the conclusion of Supreme Magnetar. Magnetars is something that you don't want to fuck with in space or black holes. And black holes, those my folks. The black hole's about to swallow this place. I'm trying to tell you some good shit, but your pastor is not going to tell you that. Vibrations, frequencies, energy, waves, light, and hertz. That's us. That's our shit. That's our shit. We're the lights. We are the luminaries. Why? Tell me why a so-called God would create light and then fucking create some more lights and then another light and then another light. Why? How is it evening and morning? What it say? What that fucking pagan Bible say? Evening and morning was the next day. How the fuck was that possible when there wasn't no sun and moon yet, bitch? How? And we'll talk about the pagan Bible, the 4 creation accounts in the gene of Isis, aka Genesis, the creation of the simulations, the physical world, because we're not physical beings. They trapped us in these meat sacks. But we're going to talk about that too. Trump and the Space Force, the fake food, fake money, fake assets, fake politics. How all of the lizards and the reptilians are in Congress in the meat sack suits. We could talk about slavery, the Holocaust, and Hitler. How Hitler was dealing with mutants. He didn't know what the fuck to do, and he had to go to Antarctica and make ET contact with a fucking praying mantis, or some people that look like a praying mantis with silver hair and pale milk skin and whatever the fuck. But anyway, Holocaust is some bullshit. Slavery, bullshit. It's not how it's been presented to us. Talk about Nimrod, Semiramis, the Tower of Babel. I believe Nimrod and them trying to get up there to dethrone Yaldabaoth and the fake gods, because they knew they were fake. Their imagination is dangerous. God damn it, we're gonna have to have an imagination conference. Fuck it. Because that's what they steal. They don't like us to daydream. They don't like us to think and take time to think. No, we gotta go to work. We gotta go to school. We gotta do this, that, take care of the children. Da, 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 da. All that shit in the way. All of it's in the way. So we talking about work and slavery. Nimrod and them, I think, had something there. They knew that that was some fake shit and they was trying to get up there to get it right. And that's when somebody put the frequency deception is a frequency spell to make people talk different. Because it's frequencies, it's not verbal. This place, not this particular dimension, but I think the original creations, the original creation accounts as being hidden in the Vatican somewhere or some crazy fucking place, had to do with first it was the light, then the vibration, then the frequency. Ain't got nothing to do with no words, none of that. None of that. Just my opinion. Lucifer, the show, we can talk about Lucifer. How Charlotte was the one who said she started the flood, the wife of God, and how you could just go in and out of hell whenever you please. Let me see, the sky language, the Eden language. It's all about symbols and pictorials. It's not about words and nothing verbal, nothing physical. God damn it. Lucifer, the show, the Silver City. They say in the pagan Bible, the streets are gold, but I thought the Anunnaki took all the gold, so that's why they had to get the gold to build the gold city, heaven, quote unquote. But why does heaven have gates? Doesn't hell have gates? So why does heaven have gates? Um, the Book of Enoch. I don't care what part of the Bible you look in, it's all tampered with. Look, half of the shit missing. It's missing. Missing. Book of Enoch. Missing. And they're on the fourth heaven or the fifth heaven. I hope y'all can see that. I don't really know. I'm not good at this. This is my first time doing stuff like this. Yeah, little books of Enoch. He became an alien. Metatron. He said he turned into 365,000 eyeballs and became Metatron. An alien, I guess. We could talk about the devil. I'm waiting for that motherfucker. That motherfucker will not come here. I have asked everybody to hologram their ass right here and sit down. Tell me who y'all made the deal with. What was the deal? Who y'all make the deal with? What was it? What was the deal? Damn. The devil won't come talk to me. Waiting on that motherfucker. Waiting. Aliens. We can talk about that. I believe in alien ancestors more than any religious text out here. Yeah. I'm going to speed it up. Archons, Anunnakis, we can talk about that. I said Yaldabaoth and Sophia. I said the creation of the simulation. We could talk about the galactic sheet, the Schumann Renaissance, climate forcing, the ice age, the digital sky playback. We can talk about that. Church. We can talk about church. Something on my lip. We can talk about church. How I was a member of church for years and years, and now, man, I'm trying to tell you. Okay. We could talk about the gods, the GODSs, the old, the new, the seven, Sumer, Mesopotamia, Babylon, Egyptian, Nordic, Vikings, the Titans. We could talk about all of that. Witchcraft, magic, and witches. Why did they outlaw witchcraft? Where are the mutants? Goddamn, because we need them back. Witches are not what you think. They have presented witches as this bad thing, and no. They have shut down all of our supernatural abilities. That's why. Because we had an advantage. We being the star people, the light people, the star people have an advantage. And these people built all these deceptions to shut us down. That's why we can't lift a book right. We can't do nothing. And if you can, that's practice witchcraft. That's different than having a natural supernatural ability. Practicing spells and stuff like our language, the spelling puts us under a spell every time we fucking say these English Latin words. So we could talk about warlocks, wizards, genies, gremlins, gargoyles, smurfs, fairies, ghosts, vampires, werewolves. That's what I meant to say in the other video. I said wolf, but werewolf, dragon, dinosaurs, monsters like the Loch Ness Monster, Behemoth, Leviathan, angels and demons, nuns. We could talk about the Hollywood slaves, the music industry, especially rap, sports, how they're scripted. It's a story that they write and then they have the people to act it out. That's why a fucker throw the ball and be like, why the fuck he do that? It's a script. Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Squidbillies. We could talk about that. We could talk about being vegan. I became vegan. It's been 11 months, almost 12, a year. I've had 6 relapses or something like that. But it was a piece of chicken here and there. But I paid for it. My body was like, what the fuck? And it just did all the stuff. Toilet all night. Big Pharma. We could talk about that. We could talk about the Rothschilds. We could talk about CERN, HARP, DARPA, Hubble and space telescopes, Tesla, Einstein, Aleister Crowley. We could talk about portals, stargates, wormholes, Queen Elizabeth. Death. Elizard. She's a lizard death. Pope Francis talk about, didn't he slap a woman last week? He slapped somebody. Then he talk about, oh, I got to do something. Christianity is on the decline. You damn right. It is, because people waking up. They know Rome made up Jesus. That's another person I follow. Jesus never existed. It might make people angry, but, who gives a fuck about your anger? And it's not, this is just my belief for 2020. The cover of The Economist magazine is making it clear that you're going to have 2020 vision. And it's a lot of words on the cover of The Economist. But this year, it's gonna be really different. I don't know anything. I just suggest that you do etymology on a lot of words. Question everything. Don't go for nothing. Don't let anybody lie to you anymore. Why are there 4 creation accounts in the book of Genesis in the first 6 chapters? 3 creation accounts in the gene of Isis, aka Genesis, is Genesis 1:1, and then Genesis 1:2 on down to 27. Then you got Genesis 2:4 on down. Then you got Genesis 6, Noah. I don't believe it was any animals in the ark. I believe it was pieces of DNA, strands of DNA in a machine of some sort, some plasma monster thing. I don't fucking know. The days of Noah, the flood of Noah, NOAA, not NOAH, NOAA. Go look up the acronym. You'll know the company. Then you'll say, oh. So, but yeah, we got to talk about it all. Do all of the research on your own. I do post other people's videos because I'm so anxious for them to see how everything is such a lie. And I got off track, but it's okay. I'll be back later. Peace.